Well, it feels like we've got a promotion already sewn up in the league, but it's in the FA Cup that we have the biggest game of the series so far. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of non-league to Champions League with South Shields. Today we are back with two matches, one in the FA Cup and perhaps the biggest match of the series so far. We are bringing Arsenal to the First Cloud Arena in front of 5,250 South Shields football mad fans. It's going to be an incredible match. I really can't wait for that. That's coming up first of all, and then we take on Watford in the league as we look to consolidate our incredible championship position as it stands. Since you were last with me, we did lose a match. We lost the very next match, actually. We lost against Sunderland 1-0. But then we came back to beat Reading 3-1. Naroki, Gonzaga and Wheatley scoring there. We then beat Rotherham 5-2. Adingra got a hat-trick. Gonzaga and Ramsey also scoring. We then beat Bournemouth 1-0. Ethan Wheatley scoring there. We then drew 0-0 with Watford. We beat Hull City 3-2. Naroki, Wheatley and Gonzaga scoring. Plymouth 2-1. Wheatley and Adingra. Stoke City 4-1. Naroki, Minty, Gonzaga and Wheatley scoring there. We then beat Preston 4-3. Ethan Wheatley with a hat-trick and Toklamati also on the score sheet. And most recently we beat QPR 5-0. Chamadeu, Adingra and Toklamati alongside a Mully brace means that we are top of the league at the moment, and top of the league by far. We are 11 points clear of Blackburn. We also have a game in hand, but more importantly we're 15 points clear of Luton Town in third place and a massive 19 points clear of Rotherham in seventh place for the playoffs. We've just been unbelievable this season, and maybe getting beat in the playoffs last year, blessing in disguise. We've been able to grow the squad nicely, and you look at some of these star ratings now. There's players that are good enough for the Premier League, really. Minty's going to be good enough for the Premier League. Gonzaga is surely going to be a Premier League player come next season. Adingra has already played at Premier League level. Even Ethan Wheatley, he is coming good. Apparently only a good League One player. I'm sort of not paying attention to that much anymore. One problem is, though, Sam Johnston has picked up an injury. He's been awesome in goal this season, has 10 clean sheets from his 25 appearances, and he is going to be out for pretty much the rest of the season. He's going to be out between 7 weeks and 3 months. That's going to be tough. And John Lafudu, he is retiring at the end of the year. Absolutely gutted about this one. He hasn't played a game this season, and to be fair, he hasn't really featured a whole lot at all over the last few seasons, and he is somebody that is going to be going, and really Miles Boney, he's going to be the last remaining player from our first season in the Evo Stick, not in the Evo Stick, the National League North, and he's been there ever since 2019, so it sort of makes sense that he's going to be the one that eventually gets to play in the Premier League. He did actually play in the last match, kept a clean sheet, played pretty well, but Evan Watts is back, so we're going to give him the go-ahead against Arsenal today. But it's been incredible. I mean, top goal scorer is Ethan Wheatley with 12-9 for Gonzaga there. Top assist is 12 for Adingra. Minty is on 9. And top average rating is Adingra on a 7.43. Thinking elsewhere, we have had a few transfers out already. Javier Simmons has gone to Oxford United on a free transfer. Hasn't played at all this season, only played 4 games last year. And Gavin Kilkenny, his transfer saga is over. He's gone and joined Bradford City in League One for £475,000. The Harry Souttar loan deal was terminated by Fulham, so he's gone. Only played the 4 times this season, and Jordan D'Souza, he's gone back to Southampton as well. So we have got a little bit of money to play with in January to try and strengthen the squad up and make sure that we get over the line. I think top of the list is going to be a striker that can go and grab us 15 goals between now and the end of the year to take us up, because Ethan Wheatley, as much as he's been good, 12 goals this season, he should be getting a lot more than that with the levels of service that he has had. He's still only 23, and you look at his goal scoring history for us, he's scored 132 goals in 229 appearances. He's very likely to be our all-time top goal scorer come the end of this series, but I kind of want more. But these are the 11 players that we are going to be taking out there to take on Arsenal today, who are second in the Premier League. They've had a very, very good time of things. If you look at their squad, it's actually not too dissimilar to their real-life squad. Aaron Ramsdale, Saliba still in there, Tomiyasu, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. All of those are in there. In an ageing Arsenal side, Fabio Vieira still on the bench. Frimpong has come in. Joe Linton has come in as well, which is quite a funny one. Max Aarons as well. Just looking at some of the players that have come in, but it's going to be incredibly difficult. We know that, but here are the team that we are going to put out there. Evan Watts will start in goal. Chamadeu, Naroki, Hughes and Davies will start in defence. Hughes and Cromie will start in defensive midfield, with Minty, Gonzaga and Adingra starting behind, Ethan Wheatley up top. And this is our first real opportunity to pitch ourselves up against a Premier League side. Now, you look at that, and that is not their first team, so it's not a team that we're probably going to play next season. We'll be taking them on in their full strength capacity next season, but still there are Premier League quality players on the pitch, and it'll be good to test ourselves. But I'm really excited. Come on, South Shields, let's see what we can do here. And who knows, if we can win this one, we could go on a little bit of a cup run, which would be lovely. But second half of the season, obviously, FA Cup, not a tournament we've had a particularly good record in. But here's Minty with the corner. He whips it in, and it is headed away. We are certainly going to have to take our chances today, which I'm sure we will get some. The way we play, you would expect that we will get some chances. Here's Frimpong on the ball. Gets it forward now to Moreira. Moreira on the ball to try and score. Oh, it's wide. Wow, that was a big chance for Arsenal early on in this encounter. Here's Arnau with the throw. Gets it to Kokchi. Here's Saliba. Now to Crescenzo. Fabio Vieira on the ball. Will Hughes gets it back. Go on, Will. Gets it to Naroki now. And the boys will be feeling a little bit nervous, but they know that their ambition is to be playing at this level next season. Here's Minty on the ball. Minty now cuts inside. It's a chance to get it forward to Wheatley. Here's Gonzaga with a chance. It's in! Jamal Gonzaga puts us 1-0 up against the mighty Arsenal and gets past Chris Rushworth in goal there. And that was awesome. I mean, Minty running in there. That was a lovely little move. Beautiful from Ethan Wheatley. He's definitely heard us today. And a little chip over the goalkeeper from Gonzaga. And it is 1-0 to the mighty South Shields. Little old South Shields, eh? Beating Arsenal in the FA Cup. And this could be, a wonderful, wonderful story. I think Norwich got to the final of the FA Cup last season. I assume they didn't win it, but the team winning the championship last year. They got to the FA Cup final. Imagine if we could do that this year. Minty has put us 2-0 up. And all of a sudden, we are looking like we could be dumping Arsenal out of the FA Cup. Ethan Wheatley has looked awesome, and it's Ronan Cromie, the Youth Academy product. Ethan Wheatley with a lovely, lovely pass, and Minty was always going to score that. And we've taken our chances so far. It's 2-0. Here's Coutinho. Gets it to Martins now. Martins on the right-hand side to Frimpong. Here's Moreira. Moreira with a great chance to get Arsenal back in it, but Naroki comes across and saves us from that. Now then, here's Fabio Vieira. Gets it to Moreira. Into the middle it goes. Wheatley gets it clear. Here's Kukchu. Gets it to Vieira. Now to Demandi. No. End of highlight. And, well, I mean, you could arguably say we've been the better team in this first half. We've had more possession. We've scored 2 goals. This is just simply ridiculous. It's a pinch me moment. Okay, it's not as massive a shock as it would have been 3 or 4 years ago, but it certainly is a big moment for this football club that we can hold our own against Premier League Arsenal, and our home record next season is going to be so incredibly important, and it has been incredibly important throughout the series. So, what's just happened there? That was the shortest highlight ever. I mean, it was disallowed. It was Davies with the ball forward, and there, Chamadeu put it into the back of the net. Nearly made it 3-0 to us. Right, 60 minutes gone. I think it's time to make a change. We're going to bring on Aaron Ramsey on that left-hand side. Minty's quite tired, so I'm going to bring on Mully. And Cromie is going to come off for Rak-Saki, who, of course, was tearing up the National League with us a few years ago. And now has a chance to tear it up against Arsenal. We will go defensive fairly soon. I don't want to just bring on the pressure until about 15 minutes to go. But once we have gone defensive, obviously we'll hopefully shut up shop completely. Here's Martins. This is a chance for Arsenal to get back into it, but that's a good tackle, and Wheatley tracking back there, and that's a ball forward, but Saliba cuts it out. He's going to be one of the best defenders in the world by this point of the series, you would imagine. Here's Martins on the right hand side. What can he do with it? He whips it in. It's headed away. Here's Fabio Vieira with a great chance for Arsenal here. Long highlights usually end in goals. Here's Frimpong. Yes, there you go. Arsenal are back in it, everybody. 2-1 now. And it's now a question of, what do you do? Do you shut up shop and try and hang on for 20 minutes, which seems almost impossible? Well, this might answer our question. Vieira into the middle. It's headed away. I mean, we wouldn't mind a replay at the Emirates. It would generate a bit of income for us. For little old South Shields, here's Aarons. Gets it to Crescenzo. Saliba. You fancy Arsenal to grab the equaliser here. It's Martins. Whipped into the middle it goes. Ooh, just wide, but it might make my decision of going defensive. I think we are going to do that now and try and really shut up shop. Rhys Davis is going to come off for Matt Target. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. I was planning on bringing on John Lafudu for an appearance. But at 2-1, can't really risk that. But it looks like we might be able to hang on here. 5 minutes of added time. Oh, this would be devastating if this was the moment that we concede. This would be absolutely devastating. I don't like all this dilly-dallying about. We're very comfortable building from the back. And he gets it forward to Wheatley. Wheatley here with a chance to score. And he finishes it. Ethan Wheatley has put us into the 4th round of the FA Cup at the expense of Arsenal. 2nd in the Premier League. And, well, this was unbelievable. I think we can bring on John Lafudu now for the final couple of minutes. Just to get him a good old standing ovation. It was a tight offside. I don't think there was any real worry about it. But, yeah, there's Ethan Wheatley. Lovely touch. And he scores. And, well, we're going to get to see John Lafudu for a couple of minutes on this football pitch. And isn't that an amazing moment for us to get John Lafudu playing against Arsenal? Here's Maria. Oh, well, Arsenal are back in it. They've decided to turn up. I think they're just about going to run out of time. There's only 1 minute left in this match, and it's going to be the full-time whistle. But that, come on, blow the whistle, ref. There we go. That is our biggest ever win in charge of South Shields. We have beaten Arsenal Football Club 3-2 at home. What a match. We've put them out, and it says South Shields ease past Arsenal. I mean, let's have a little look at the match stats when we come back out of it. I mean, I think we were the better team. I really do think we were. We are putting in a loan offer for Adamaida. Yeah, 50-50 possession. Okay, you know, but we went toe-to-toe with Arsenal. Ethan Wheatley was man of the match. I'm just talking about him potentially not even being good enough for the Premier League next year, but why not? Why not is the cry. We win in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? We've beaten Arsenal, everybody. We have beaten Arsenal. Right, we'll continue on. Obviously, if the draw comes out, we'll have a look at it, but that was amazing. Okay, 4th round of the FA Cup is going to be against Reading. That is definitely winnable. Reading are in our division, and we've beaten them home and away this season, I think. So, yeah, could be on a bit of a cup run here. Okay, just the one change for this match then. Matthew Targett comes in at left backs because Rhys Davis has been recalled from his loan. In fact, all of our loan players have been recalled other than Toklamati and Luis Gustavo. So, bit of a problem there. Mully has also handed in a transfer request because he feels like he's not getting enough first team football. So it's all going a little bit wrong. We are going to change his squad status though to squad player, and hopefully that'll be all right. I mean, he'll moan about it, but he's already requested a transfer, so we'll see how it goes. It could all capitulate just yet. Need a good victory against Watford today just to keep the confidence high. It's funny when you've got such a settled team and you're not doing too much of the squad rotation. It's great for team cohesion and form and all of that, but then you start to upset players, and Isaac Hayden is certainly a player that's upset as well. He's considering retirement at the end of the season. Obviously, he's been awesome over the years. We've just promoted Ronan Cromie to be our new captain, actually, which is really exciting that a youth academy product is now going to be our captain, and that is really fabulous. And that was recommended by a recent staff meeting, and I was surprised he was such a good leader, but I think that makes sense. You know, he's been a key player this season. He's sort of come out of nowhere, and I couldn't be happier that is the case, and played really well against Arsenal in the last match. So I think will be definitely a very, very useful player next year. That was close for Watford. Very, very close. But I think we're going to have to dip our toes in the water of the transfer market and try and get a few players in through the door. We're a little bit thin on the ground again now of really quality replacements. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful. I mean, it might be John Lafudu ends up back at right back and Chamadeu ends up as our backup left back. If it came to that, if Targett got an injury, that might be how we get around it. And John Lafudu has an awesome second half of the season. That would be a great plan. Ethan Wheatley puts it into the back of the net, but unfortunately for him, was offside. It's been an interesting match so far, very evenly matched. Here's Deli Bashiru on the ball. Oh, it's that's surely offside. Apparently not. Oh, good save from Watts there. Apparently that first one wasn't offside. I don't quite understand that. But it's funny, isn't it, how we're struggling against Watford now. Yet we controlled the match against Arsenal for quite a large period of time, till about the 70th minute when they got their first goal back. Just bonkers. Here's Hughes, gets it to Gonzaga. Now here's Adingra, into the middle it goes, and somehow it stays out of the net. We might have to think about making some changes at half-time here. Okay, right. We've dominated possession so far. We're going to go attacking, actually, to try and make our advantage pay. Stankovic clears it. And Brodie Hughes is going to come over and collect that. I mean, Brodie Hughes can play at right and left back as well, so, maybe our situation isn't so dire, but we haven't got that many reinforcements if we were to have a bit of an injury crisis. Good ball over the top towards Minty, and he has been fouled by Pybus there, and that is going to be a red card. And Pybus is off. Watford down to 10 men, and they have got quite the long time to play out this game. And here's Minty, gets it to Chamadeu now. Chamadeu forward. Here's Adingra. Adingra back to Naroki. Naroki to Brodie Hughes. I don't know what's going on. Nobody seems to want to shoot. Naroki back towards Hughes, but he hasn't got it. And here comes Lavery. What a chance this is for Watford. Out of nowhere. Oh my God, what a save from Evan Watts there, who would have felt very hard done by at the start of the season. Obviously, he had an injury and we needed another goalkeeper, but he's not managed to get that number one status back. But he has played really well today. And he's more than likely going to be our number one for the rest of the season. So he knows he needs to take his chance, and he's looked solid today. Here's Cromie on the ball on his captaincy debut. Brodie Hughes out wide to Chamadeu. Now here's Gonzaga. That's forward towards Minty. Minty now cuts inside, and Minty scores. Yankuba Minty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Mully doesn't get into the team anymore. We're going to try something a little bit different. We're actually going to bring on Aaron Ramsey as well for Gonzaga. But yeah, I'm going to put Adingra up top and see if we can put Minty out left and Mully on the right. Yeah, it was a very poor ball forward from the Watford player there. So 55 minutes gone. We will have to go defensive at some point. This would put us 14 points clear at the top of the table and 18 points clear of Blackburn in third place. Will Hughes with the free kick there. A little bit unlucky. Here's Stankovic. Boots it forward, and I know we are still attacking here, but we'd like to put this game to bed. Mully, Chamadeu, Mully again. Mully determined to prove why he should be a first team starter. Here's Targett. No, that wasn't good. Naroki with the header down. Here's Cromie. Gets it to Chamadeu now. Chamadeu forward to Mully with a great chance. Mully doesn't go in. But Cromie scores on his captaincy debut. Ronan Cromie with the goal. And Minty gets the assist there. And it looked like it was all going to be Mully. Good ball over the top by Chamadeu. Mully looked like he was going to score. It was a good save. But then Minty got it back. Minty got it into the middle. And then Cromie puts it into the back of the net. And, well, what a moment for him. I mean, I wouldn't say it's his boyhood club because he is Northern Irish, I'm fairly sure. So, you know, he wasn't born in South Shields. He's not born and bred, but certainly football-wise, he was born and bred here. Here's Chamadeu now. What can he do with it? Gets it to Mully. Back to Chamadeu. All the way back to Naroki. Chamadeu. Come on. Junior Chamadeu into the middle. Minty with the header, just wide. Very unlucky. Yeah, starting to look very, very strong now, aren't we? And this is what 11 versus 10 does for you. We're just that little bit fresher now, and our quality is showing. Good save there. Minty unlucky not to get a second goal. Here's target. It's going to be a short one, yep. Gets it to Ramsey, into the middle it goes, and good goalkeeping there from Stankovic. I'm thinking, let's have a little gander here. I think Isaac Hayden, bring him on for Will Hughes. Hasn't really played too much this season. But what we are going to do is bring on Corey Cunningham, because he is somebody that's been out on loan quite a bit over the last year and a half. Obviously, from the same batch of players as Ronan Cromie. Let's see if he can do anything. He's had flashes of brilliance in the past, hasn't he? Unlucky there with the header over the bar. 85 minutes gone here. Yeah, let's keep it going. Target. That's forward towards Chamadeu. Chamadeu finds Ramsey. Chamadeu again with the shot. What a goal that is from Junior Chamadeu. Signed this time last year as Cody Dramer's replacement, and he has very much taken the right back role to the next level. He has been absolutely awesome, and what a shot that was from him. And Ramsey lays it off beautifully. One touch, beautiful finish into the bottom left bin. And, well, it's 3-0. Very, very comfortable in the end. And that puts us now 18 points clear of Luton Town. That's 6 wins without us getting a point in the last 20 games to now not be promoted. And you've got to say, it's looking very, very good. We are looking like we are going to be the team that go up. If we have a look at the season preview, they now think that we're the 19th best team in the division. We're still doing very, very well compared to that. But you look at the likes of Wolves, I mean, 13th they are at the moment. They're really, really struggling. Minty's becoming one of the best players in the division. I said it would take him a while to settle, but now he has settled. He has been awesome, and hopefully he will keep going for the rest of the year. But when are we going to come back? I think, well, shall we do Reading and Wolves next time out? Because Wolves are, in theory, the best team in the division. So we'll play Reading and Wolves, and we'll see what deadline day has to bring us as well. But there's not going to be much championship football left in this season of the series. Hopefully never again once we get promoted. But, you know, obviously, if we hit a stumbling block, if we hit a roadblock and lose 6 matches in a row and get right back into a big fight, then we will, of course, bring you back into the loop. But I don't want to just show you win after win. We do seem to be winning an unusual proportion of matches, but this is exactly the form that we had last season. We've just carried it on. which is brilliant. It's just annoying that we had that pesky 1-0 defeat to Sunderland. We could have possibly went invincible, but I'm glad that there's not that pressure on. We can maybe have a little flirt at FA Cup glory. Before I continue that, yes, Norwich did lose in the final to Manchester United 3-2. 3-2, and it was, oh my God, a 98th minute winner for Manchester United. Oh my word. Well. There you go then. So let's see if we can replicate what Norwich did last season, shall we? If you have enjoyed that, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.